Hello, dear traveler. Yesterday I talked about being a prey, no, hunter also being a prey, and I want to kind of carry on with it a little bit today. The picture which this video starts with is my second Instagram post, or like very similar of that one, and I am at the place where I took it, and it was a really cool reminder like how far I came in, in that time. I remember like doing anything with Instagram, like saying anything, showing anything. That was so freaking scary. And because I was bounding it or linking it with my worth, I was like, what if people don't like it? What if I don't get likes? And that was that's why it was very scary for me. But I'm so happy I've done it, and I came all the way here, and I can record these videos where I can say whatever, and I don't mind, and I am not being obsessed if people like it or not. I'm just happy that I can be myself, say what I need, and here and there get some response that people do enjoy it. So that's a huge kind of like a nice milestone. Yeah, come back and see this. And actually, I a little bit struggled since I came back to Brno to do see this. So this was quite funny because I've been away for 8 months and I've experienced quite a lot of interesting things, and I don't have many witnesses to it because very often I was alone, or I was with Paul, or the people are which I met are not with me now. So it was kind of like, did it really happen? What, like, because Brno looks very similar. The place where we were parking looks very similar. I haven't changed so much either, like visually, I think. Maybe a few more grays. But I was kind of thinking, like, what the F, like, what's happening with my life? And I completely forgot that yes, it did all happen. I've grown a lot. I'm doing so many things regarding my health, my mental health, my awareness, my self-confidence. And no, I lost it. Wait, give me a second. And yeah, I've been doing therapy today, which is one of the things which I'm so proud I've started, and I'm kind of saying I could have started. I couldn't, of course, but on one side I wish in some reality I did start it earlier, because it is such a amazing tool, and it really helped me to give a sense to so many things which I'm going through. And as I talked yesterday about this, even hunter being prey. I've been most of my life living that way. I've been controlled by things which I didn't even know I'm controlled, and it, to some extent, it worked. I was playing this hunter who has things sorted, and who knows what is he doing with life, while inside I was unsure, I was not confident, I was not happy, but I wasn't realizing that this is happening. It's like, when we are born, we don't really have a choice who will be our parents, where we will be born, what language we will speak, what culture will be around. So we just observe and swallow the whatever is around us. And very often it's it's not given to us in an empowering way. This society and this world very often disempower children, that they can't, when they become adults, they are lost. They don't really know what's going on, but they have all of these programs, so they kind of play them, and then they get a little bit older, and then they crash, and then we have this time around 40 years old, when they say, that's when the midlife crisis hits. And great, but I believe that it doesn't have to be midlife crisis. I believe it can happen much more earlier, and I believe it doesn't even have to be so so huge, such a huge revelation that I, like, what the F I was doing with my life, what the F I was living, if we do not let these these hunter programs to play us, and we don't become actually praise to them. We find these let's say, praise all these things which doesn't work much earlier, and dissect and just keep what works for us. I think I'll leave it here. Anyway, you have a beautiful evening. It was beautifully raining here before, so I'm just gonna carry on my walk, and I'll see you next one. Thank you for listening, and bye.